You're now tuned in to the Chronicles Podcast, hosted by the homie Cuzzo. You Beezy.
What's up?
What's up, man?
We ready this time?
I'm always ready.
Yo, now, what's gonna take to make you a believer now? Man?
About what? Believe what?
Are you
Your
gonna have
hysterics?
Are you gonna have to get sick?
If I get sick, what? I never said that the virus didn't exist.
Then what are you saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm going by your hysterical ass.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for you that don't know, here in Anchorage, schools are out.
Cuzzo, caused by Cuzzo.
Of course, they're caused by me. Restaurants are closed.
Caused by Cuzzo.
Drive-thru's still open, right?
Don't ask me. You the one doing the reporting. Aren't you supposed to know that?
I think drive-thrus are still open.
Oh, you think?
Stores are either have shorter hours or have closed down.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most boring part of the whole show tonight.
That's the most boring part. What is? You have something against this coronavirus? I want to know what it is.
All right, we anything against it.
So tell me what you believe and what you don't believe
About what?
about this whole situation.
I don't believe or not believe anything. What situation are you talking about?
You said you pretty much say that it's over. You think it's being over exaggerated by everybody.
I'm saying it's people are being hysterical.
So
You
even
included.
So even the government's being hysterical.
If you think so,
No,
did
man,
I,
no.
Did
I'm
I
asking
did I
you.
say some or did I say everyone? Why are you repeating re-asking me the question I've already answered?
So would you put the government in that, even though they're getting the information?
I said everyone. How many times do I have to say that shit?
But you. So everyone is everybody but you.
I'm not being hysterical about the situation. I don't believe I am.
So if you get it, can we make a deal? If you get it, you have to do a vlog every day.
No. Well, I'm not going to do a vlog if I get the flu, so I'm not going to do the vlog if I get this other flu.
If I get it, which I'm pretty sure I had it. Oh, yeah. That's what we were going to touch on.
No, you can talk all you want.
No, you had all these jokes the other day. You called me patient. You called me patient zero for the last. You called me patient zero.
I'm done. I don't want you can assume that you had it already without even knowing it existed. Or you're going to say you had it.
What do you mean it existed? It was last year.
What was last year?
When it came out.
You got sick last year?
No, I got sick in the end of January.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
I think the way I felt, the symptoms matched up. The symptoms...
If that's not the definition of hysterical, I don't know what is.
I'm just putting it together that the symptoms
Nigga
matched
had the
up.
flu. If it was Miller flu, Schlitz malt liquor flu, or whatever.
Schlitz malt liquor.
I think I had it too last year.
Schlitz malt liquor. I told you what happened to me. I said I had never got the flu like that before. Never in my life have I felt like that. I've never had a fever for like 5 days straight. Never.
So what was that supposed to mean?
It just could have been a different type of flu.
Yeah,
so when I
whatever.
got tested, they told me it was flu B, and then the dude told me, he was like, it's like you have a really bad cold. I'm like, I don't know, fucking colds feel like this.
Whatever. Now you Dr. Seuss diagnosing yourself. What medical school did you go to? Have you even when did you start practicing medicine?
You know the difference between.
When did you start practicing medicine?
I've never practiced.
Okay, well we gonna just leave that right there then.
So let me ask you a question.
Doctors don't even self-diagnose themselves, and here you are, you're doing it, huh?
But you know that your body knows the difference between a cold and a flu, right?
I'm not a doctor, nor a biologist, so I don't know.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm. You can say you feel like you have it, but that would be hysterical. Hysterix.
So if they say the whole city has to go on lockdown, are you going to stay in the house all day?
I have to, don't I?
Mm-hmm. You got enough food here?
If I don't, I'm going to go out and get me some.
How many rolls of toilet paper you got?
I didn't count them.
How many packs did you get?
A few.
You got non-perishables?
I got stuff to eat.
Stuff to eat can be shit that expires in like a week, like milk and shit.
Then you can eat it.
Huh.
You gotta eat that stuff before it expires. It goes bad, I guess.
I got like a lot of ramen noodles and oatmeal, canned vegetables.
Just feeding into your hysteria, yeah?
What? I'm just saying what I got.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All
So-
that shit will be at the food drive next year.
Yeah, let me drop off
All that shit will be at Bees Cafe.
Beans
That
Cafe.
shit will be at the Mission in the Bees Cafe.
Yeah, I got some coronavirus stuff from last year. Let me donate. Sir, how do you get so many canned goods? It's from coronavirus last year. We didn't need it. Oh gosh! Did you hear on the local news that they're gonna be, I guess, moving the homeless population to Sullivan Arena?
I saw something like that.
What you think about that?
I don't know.
You think that's
I'm
a good
not
idea?
homeless. I wouldn't know.
Do you think the Sullivan Arena should be used for something like that?
I don't know.
Jesus, nigga, get an opinion.
About what?
What you think about it?
I don't. I already told you.
What do you think about on your day to day?
Not this bullshit.
What do you think about? Tell me.
I got shit going on. Minding my own business. That's what I do. I got a bunch of business things.
What's
I
a
gotta
hot topic?
do. I
for
got
you?
shit I gotta do now.
What's a hot topic for you? Let's talk
Minding my
about
own damn business.
No, let's get a docious topic. What you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Cause I got some other subjects, but
How
let's.
stupid this shit is. Motherfucker, they bought up all the toilet paper and the wipes.
There's wipes are gone too. I didn't look for wipes yet.
Disinfectant wipes.
Oh no, I was talking about baby wipes. Because a lot of people are buying baby wipes.
Right, because the disinfectant wipes are gone.
No, a lot of people are buying baby wipes because the toilet paper's gone and using baby wipes as a substitute.
Well, I use wipes. I use flushable wipes too.
But you know you're not supposed to flush baby wipes.
That's why they make flushable wipes.
Okay. I'm going off what AWWU said the other day on the news.
Well, you don't flush. You can flush flushable wipes, but you don't flush baby wipes. No.
No. It's all right. So, since everybody's on this coronavirus shit.
Oh my god.
No, hold on. I was going to go to another subject.
Oh, please.
So, last week I said that Bernie was going to get wiped out on Tuesday, and it looks like that happened.
Oh yeah.
Biden took Florida.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He
He
took Florida, Arizona, and Illinois, I
You
think.
finally hated
Ohio?
Bernie out of his second.
I've
run.
hated Bernie out.
Yep.
No, Bernie didn't have the youth voters come out and vote for him like that.
Here we go.
Here we go.
With
You-
one particular block of voters.
You
Like,
wanted
that wouldn't matter.
Bernie, the way Bernie made it, he made it like the young voters were going to put him over.
Well, you're wrong about that.
Yeah. So should he drop out now, finally?
I don't know. Could get him on the phone and ask him.
Delegate Joe Biden, last time I checked, I think his delegates over 1,100. Bernie's still at like 8 and some change. Doesn't look like he's going to catch up.
Damn. Poor Bernie.
Poor Bernie. I'm going to miss Bernie, man. He gave it a valiant effort. Even though he never had a chance, he gave it a valiant effort.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you feel that way, nothing wrong with that.
What else is out there going on, man?
No.
Oh, your boy Gillum.
Wow. That's all I can say.
So, he claims he was drinking. He was drunk in the hotel room.
No, I don't think he said he was drinking. I think he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk.
We don't know if he was drunk before he got there or drank while he got drunk while he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The guy that was there, the gay male escort, said he knew nothing about a wedding, him being in town for a wedding.
But that doesn't mean anything. That don't mean he didn't have to tell him. So that means nothing.
So they met at a hotel room, and he didn't say why he was in town.
You don't know if they met in a hotel room. There could have been some other people there that weren't there at the time when that happened.
Do you really think so?
There could have been. I'm just saying.
So everybody else left, and him and the gay male escort
I don't
were the
know
only
if they
two
could have
left.
went and got something. Went to go get something.
Some more crystal meth.
I don't know. That's possible. It was stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
So they say. Well, I don't know. You don't know if it was crystal meth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. Nor do I.
We need to pull up the police report?
Probably.
Okay. Let's see. Let me take a look here. Hold on. Looking at the police report.
Taking an awful long time.
Hold on, it's pulling. I'm sitting here trying to read it. It's got to be a second page to this because, yeah, it's another page. I only goddamn shotted the one page, but they found 3 small baggies of the substance, crystal.
I think they said they found 3 small bags of a substance that looks like it. I don't believe that in the report it has the field test of a field test.
But you know
positive.
they do field tests, right?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
So until we see that, we can't say. If
You're just riding this into it, huh?
Right? What into
I respect the fact that you stick up for your boy.
I'm not sticking up for anyone. I'm just stating the facts. As
I
they
would
come.
love for you to give me that same benefit of the doubt if it was me.
What? But I haven't given anybody benefit of the doubt.
He was in the room with a gay male escort.
Okay.
Obviously, he was trying to get some pussy.
How do you know that?
Obviously, he was trying to get some pussy.
That's not an obvious. There's no.
Then why wasn't his wife hanging out at the hotel room?
I don't know.
And now he's in rehab.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what I read too.
He just wanted some pussy. I get it. If he wanted some pussy, he wanted some pussy. That's what he's into.
I mean, that's okay too, but that's not. That doesn't mean that's why.
I had pulled up another article that they said that the gay male escort was in chaps.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
So let's paint the picture. Andrew Gillum supposedly drunk. The gay male escorts and they're off crystal. And he's
You don't know if he's taking any crystal or not.
But he was unconscious.
They could have been from drinking.
The gay male escort. Mm-hmm. Come on. So he was in chaps.
You don't know that's true. But you don't even know if that's true or not. And he could have had them over pants.
He could have had the chaps over pants.
That's how they usually worn, right?
Not in that kind of situation.
What do you mean? What situation?
A lot of times you have.
In what situation?
Usually.
In what situation? I'm asking, what situation are you talking about?
Male strippers or gay escorts.
What situation? Are they at a club or are they in a room?
It's a room
Okay,
situation.
so then
obviously.
he could possibly have them on regularly over his clothes.
Do you really think that, or are you
I
just
don't
trolling
know.
me? I think you're trolling me.
How? I'm just
I
saying.
think you're trolling me because
Did
you're
they
like
say?
this nigga was
Wait.
ass chaps.
In the article, did they say that's the only thing he had on?
Yeah.
They said that's the only thing he had on.
Put it in extra media, man.
No,
I mean, it's already in there.
Did they say that was the only thing he had on?
Let me pull it up for you. Let me.
You
pull
got
it
this
up.
man looking like the village people.
Oh no, he's far from the village people because they wear them over pants at least.
And you don't know if that's what he was doing.
But he was looking for a macho man, all right.
Oh my God.
Dyson Gillum. That is funny. Trying to find it. Hold on.
Sure, it's for it to be extra media. You should look at awful hard for it.
No, because I didn't want to pull up the draft and then pull it up from there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Calm down. We getting there. Hold on. Chaps.
What's so funny?
Okay. Okay, here we go. A source with direct knowledge of the Miami Beach Police Department's response to the scene said that the first responders said they allegedly found Gillum in a state of complete undress and Dyson wearing chaps, which usually are kinky or provocative article of clothing which leave the butt and crotch sometimes exposed.
No, if worn without clothes.
Right.
But right, but if, oh my God. So does undress mean he was naked, or did he just have his jacket off?
What do you think? I'm gonna ask Adocious how you be doing me sometimes. Adocious, what do you think undress means?
Well,
Go ahead.
you gonna let me answer?
I'll let you answer.
Okay, so if you came in and you take your coat off and your shoes off, did you undress?
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't. Stop it.
Okay.
Let's stop it.
Okay.
If you come over to my house and you take your shoes off and you have an overcoat and you goddamn take your overcoat off, you did not undress. Let's stop.
Okay.
Let's stop.
Okay, I'm gonna look up a dress.
if you sit here goddamn playing strip poker with somebody and you're losing and you're taking clothing off, yeah, now you're undressed.
The state of being naked or partially clothed.
Okay, so like I said,
Ordinary clothing or uniform as opposed to
Thank you.
that worn. That's not even.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's or only partially clothed.
Stop it. Taking your shoes off doesn't count as being partially clothed.
Why
Nice
not?
try. Nice try. It was real good. If you were a quarterback, that was a good throw. That's a good throw. Adocious is reading it, y'all. Pay attention. Gillum was in there looking for
What
something.
is a state of undress definition? A state of
He's still
undress
trying to
from
reach
not
for it.
dressed. She was in a state of undress. Well, I'm saying undress doesn't mean. Okay, we're gonna see.
Mm-hmm. If for instance, I'm with a chick, right? And let's just say she
You don't
comes,
have to be with a chick because
I'm using an example. If I'm with let's just
okay,
say
this one says to remove clothes or covering of.
covering, so that wouldn't be shoes.
They cover your feet. That would be shoes.
You're
your
trying
jacket
to, you're
covers
reaching.
your.
You're
No,
reaching.
it's
That's not undress. That's not a state of undress.
Right. Informal dress such as a loose robe or dressing gown. I'm telling you, undress does not mean naked.
Here you go.
She undressed the children for bed, so that means she took their clothes off.
Undressed and no. You're
She
looking
undressed.
at it.
I'm telling you what it means. These are the.
But we're
these
talking
are the-
about two different
these-
situations.
No, you're creating a situation because that's what you think.
Stop it.
So I
Stop
asked,
it.
what does undress mean? Does
Gillum
that mean he
was
was
in
naked?
the hotel room trying to get some bussy. Can we just keep it
If
real?
that's what you think, I don't know what was going on.
He's a bussy boy.
I don't know.
Because
It's
even
pretty suspicious. I agree.
Because if a chick comes over to my place or whatever, let's use this as an example. I got my place and a chick comes over to my place. Let's just say she comes over and she has heels on, a trench coat,
And she takes them
and hold on, she has like a skirt on and stuff underneath. If she just slides her panties down from the skirt, that still doesn't mean she's undressed.
That does, because her panties are off.
But she's still clothed.
But you can be clothed. That's what I'm saying. You could be being undressed doesn't necessarily mean naked. That's what I tried to tell. That's what was my question was when you say he's in a state of undress. So did he? That means he had his jacket and shoes on. Did he have his shirt? I don't know.
Docious.
Why didn't they just say if they wanted to say he was naked, they would have said he's naked.
Docious is caping for Gillum, y'all.
I'm not caping for anybody. That's just I'm telling you what I'm thinking. If he was naked, why not even state that he was naked?
So Doe.
Okay.
I just want the same energy if that was a situation like me. I want you to just go to bat for me like that.
I'm not
You've
going
never
to bat.
met Gillum, and you can we keep it real? Can you look me in the face and say
What?
this shit looks suspect as fuck?
It does look suspect. I'm not saying it doesn't.
So
But
hold on.
I'm
No,
saying,
no.
but what I'm saying is that I don't feel that you or I have enough information to prove that it is more than being suspect.
Really?
Okay.
Really? That's not enough? Just him and the dude in the hotel room, the dude ODs, there was bags of meth or whatever on the goddamn thing.
You called it meth. You didn't know. Did you see
That-
the field?
hold on.
Did you
But-
see
but
did
really-
you see the field police report or the field test
But-
saying it was positive?
But really, is that really not enough?
I don't know.
That doesn't look bad on face value.
It does.
It looks horrible.
It looks horrible.
So let's just say, for instance, this would never be me because I don't float like that. But let's just say if this was me, you would sit up here and give me the benefit of the doubt like you're giving Gillum,
Yeah. Just because who the person is.
and
doesn't
you'd say, Cuzzo, why were you in the hotel room? with
mean-
this
if I
dude?"
had a question, I would definitely ask you.
What would be the question?
What the fuck was you doing?
And what if I told you nothing? I was in town for a wedding and that's my friend and we were in the hotel.
Okay.
Would you ask me about the chaps?
No.
You wouldn't?
Unless you were wearing them.
What if he was wearing them?
Well, I mean, that's what he wanna. He can't wear what he wanna wear.
What if, would you say, yo, was he butt naked in them chaps?
I wouldn't ask. That'd be none of my business.
But if you knew, hold on.
I wouldn't care if he was butt naked, whatever. That's none of my business.
But if this dude was, if you found out that this dude was a gay male escort, would you say something?
No.
You wouldn't.
For what?
You just to ask.
Why would I ask?
So then, what question would you ask?
I told you,
You
what
just
I'd
say,
ask
"Cuz,
you.
what the fuck was you doing?"
Yeah, that's it.
I
And
don't
if you tell me whatever you tell me, that's what you were doing.
you would take that on face value.
Why? It ain't none of my business anymore unless you want to offer something up. What the fuck? I care if you was in there getting some or doing whatever. I don't care. There ain't no shit. I don't want to know. What the fuck? What am I getting off by asking you what the fuck you was doing with some motherfucker in the room with chaps on? I wouldn't care. And if you got to go, I'm like, nigga, just stop. That's all right. That's your business. I ain't want to know.
Good.
That's what I would tell you. But we was doing. Hold up. I'm good. Hey,
good?
that's your business. Motherfucker in the room with chaps on, looking like Prince or whatever the fuck he look. That's y'all.
Purple Rain playing in the
Hey,
background.
I'm good. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
Niggas in there doing booty bumps of coke.
You didn't call me and tell me you was going to do that shit. Ain't no reason to tell me after you done some shit like that. So whatever you in there, if I say come over there, what the fuck was you doing up in there? And you tell me, it's okay. That's the only question I'm like, because that when I ask you that includes whatever you want to tell me.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me if you leave something out, you leave it out. That's gonna be my only question.
All right. This is interesting.
I mean, if I was talking to Gilly, I'd be like, man, what the fuck was you doing over there? I'd ask him that. And whatever he said, okay.
I don't know what the fuck this dude was thinking.
Hey, that's worse than Marion Barry. What's his name? Marion Barry? Smoking crack?
Yeah. That is worse than that.
The setting, the whole thing.
I think the setting's worse than Smollett. Personally,
No, he's not. He ain't denying.
Smollett, yeah, but
Smollett's
Smollett,
not lying
but
about
Smollett
it.
lied.
Well, he
Smollett
might be lying.
lied.
I don't know if he's lying or not. I mean,
But in this situation, he's a politician, and he's married with kids. Beautiful family, by the way.
well, that
And
ain't-
it just,
that's not on us.
I
That's-
think it kills his political career.
Why? If Mary Bear can smoke crack, motherfucking Donald Trump can run again. So why would it kill it?
I just think it would kill it.
Why? All those are personal things. He wasn't breaking. Well, I don't know if he was breaking the law or not. But people have them days, you know.
Them days? What are them days?
Eddie, who was it? Eddie Murphy? Was it
Them
Eddie
days-
Murphy?
them
Was
days
it
when
Eddie
you-
Murphy getting caught in the car or Teddy Pendergrass?
them days
Both.
when you
What? Teddy Pendergrass been caught in the car.
them days
Eddie Murphy been caught in the car.
Hey, them days when you eating peaches but you feel like a banana that day?
No, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying those days where you're doing something and somebody sees or catches you and it looks suspicious.
How of course all this is allegedly with Gillum. Allegedly. Well, he did get caught, so we don't gotta say allegedly.
I mean, some things you do.
But I mean with the
Get
Eddie
caught,
Murphy
Wait. Get caught what?
in the hotel room with the gay male escort that was
Get
passed out.
caught. It's not illegal for him to be in the hotel room. With
Okay, let's clarify that. You're right. But in Eddie Murphy's situation, that's alleged though, right? There was no.
I don't know if
Where
it
was
was-
ever?
it was-
I think
it
it
was
was
a
Eddie
long time
Murphy
ago.
that they're saying he was with like a.
It was both.
A
Right?
tranny or
When
something, right?
Teddy Pendergrass got paralyzed, he was in the car with a prostitute. I believe a male prostitute.
Was it a tranny or just a guy prostitute?
I don't know. It was some suspect.
Mm-hmm. And that was Teddy, yeah.
That was Teddy Pendergrass. That's when he got when he hit the tree.
Well, that's the same nigga that told you turn off the lights. Let's get cozy. Is that why we were
Just
turning the
run
lights?
into a tree.
Is that why we were turning the lights off?
No, I mean, not me. Nah, I don't know.
I got a question.
What?
This is a good topic.
What's a good topic?
Since we don't have that many, topics, since coronavirus is everywhere, and our job is to
You just
entertain
have to
that.
bring that shit
Hold on,
back
yeah.
up.
It has nothing to do with corona. I just said that just to prove the point. But does it change your opinion on Teddy Pendergrass? I'm gonna leave Eddie out because Eddie's not really a singer, even though he had Party All the Time, which is one of my jams.
Mm-hmm.
But does it change your opinion on people like Teddy Pendergrass in that situation, if that story was true?
Why? Why would that say? How could you answer? When
Sexuality
George
wise.
Michael was gay.
I know.
Boy George was gay.
I understand.
So
I'm
why
just
would it
asking
change?
in general. That
Why would
doesn't.
it change it?
Some people said that Luther was possibly gay.
Well, I mean, I never.
Like, let's take Luther for example. Would that change your opinion on Luther?
Why?
If he
I
was
just
gay?
told you I like George Michael and Boy George. Why
Well,
would
well-
it been being gay have to do with anything? Tevin Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you'd enjoy their music still,
why wouldn't I?
and be like, but I'm saying, would you be like, would you listen to it and be like, well, it's kind of
Because somebody's sexual orientation is
Right.
singing?
right. I'm just asking. I'm just posing the question.
No.
Hmm.
It doesn't.
Okay, I just had to ask.
Okay.
Because with the whole thing with R. Kelly and shit, and some people say they can't listen to his music anymore. I just had to ask the question because, I don't. It doesn't change my opinion about like George Michael being a great artist or
Well,
his
being gay
music
and
or
then
being
doing
gay.
what R. Kelly done is two different things. But
Right.
I still would enjoy his music.
Right. I mean, even if Luther was gay, it wouldn't change my opinion on how great his music is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And R. Kelly's music is still great.
Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to be caught dead playing it.
I play it sometimes.
Would you go down the street slapping it loud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's funny. Shouts to Byron, though, man. I had a great conversation with Byron yesterday, man.
That's my homie, man.
You know, it was a great conversation. I'm glad he's getting set up with his podcast and stuff like that. I wish him well, man. I told him he could hit me up if he ever has any questions or anything.
Did he tell you all the equipment he bought and everything?
We didn't really get into that part, but yeah, he talked a little bit about it. Because we didn't really get into, like, when we started, how we were in the studio and shit like that. That would have been a good topic, though, to talk about with him, though. But I'm glad he's not doing that. I'm glad he's investing in himself and getting the shit, because paying for a studio is ridiculous.
Yeah, you could have bought all that shit a couple of times over.
Yeah. We could have bought studio equipment and been doing the podcast. we could have had a nigga recording in the bedroom. A nigga could have been in there cutting an album right now. We could still be doing episodes.
I didn't know you were paying that much.
Yeah. That's crazy. You know. Yeah. Shit's crazy, man. It feels good being off for 2 weeks. I feel energized. I feel like I feel rested. I just feel good. You know.
You don't do shit at work anyway. How could you be tired at work?
I did have a question, though, that I wanted to ask you. And this was a good topic that I forgot from last week. And it's a real good topic. But before that...
TV?
No, it has nothing to do with that. But,
What?
Since it was my birthday this past Sunday, I was thinking, right? When do you think is the right time, or when do you think is the right time, number one, and have you gotten a will yet?
No, I started to.
Mm-hmm.
I started to look. I started one, but they were trying to charge, so I wanted to make sure I went through all the resources, because I don't know if you should charge or I should pay. I want to know how much I should pay and what I exactly need. I don't know exactly what I need, so I didn't want to pay. So
I thought it was free.
So I mean, if the paperwork you can get for free, but you know, you may not need. It depends on what you need. It depends on what you need and what you want. That's how you set your things up. So it may also depend on your state law, also. So you have plenty of ways to set up. You can set up trusts. You can set up all types of living trusts. You can set up all types of things that you can have along with your will.
I thought a will was just free and you just need to get it notarized.
Well, you can put a will on a piece of paper. You don't need.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But if you write a will on a piece of paper, doesn't it still have to be notarized?
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say if it does, the state law may require it. I'm not for sure. But as far as I know, a will just stating your name, stating what your wishes, and signed by you and witnessed by one person might be good enough. It depends on if when you die. So when you die with a will, you're testate. When you die without one, you're intestate. So when you're intestate, the state laws of your where you die at or where you domiciled at will take over on how they distribute anything that you have.
So how does a trust work?
A trust is basically the owner of whatever property or whatever valuables you put into the trust for the benefit of somebody else or yourself. So the trust can last for. I don't know if the trust can last forever, or there's certain trusts that can last forever, but it could be for a certain period, or it could be for a certain period, or for a certain person in the future. So you put you put property in the trust, and then if it's money or whatever, the trust will keep it for the benefit of somebody else or yourself. So that's what a trust is.
Okay.
So you have a living trust and stuff different.
So why haven't you got one?
I'm not sure what I
Have
need.
you thought about it more as you gotten older?
Of course, because I have things that that I own that I don't want to just something to happen to me and then the state to take over and probate and distribute stuff to people that that I may not want. You know, I just had another son, so I got to think about him, and so I got life insurance, other things going on.
You have
So-
life insurance?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I got other things going on.
How much you worth, nigga?
It ain't worth. It's not paid for. If I die, you know, it'll be a little money for my kids. I gotta decide what for him.
Mm-hmm.
But if something happened to me, there would be some money. I have property, so I gotta decide what's gonna happen with that.
You got property.
Yeah, I got a dump truck. I got my cars. I got my equipment in my shop.
Oh, I thought you meant like property.
That's property. I don't have
Okay.
that. Would be real property.
Mm-hmm.
But all your assets, well, okay, assets, property, same difference. So,
You put me in your will?
fuck no.
Why not?
Cause I don't owe you shit. I don't. You ain't
All
get
this
shit.
time I done spent with you, nigga, you ain't gonna leave me nothing?
No. Nope.
Can you at least leave me the computer?
No.
Why?
Cause one of my kids could probably use
A laptop?
No.
T'Chaka?
He probably. Hopefully, I'll outlive him.
Shit. Jesus, ain't gonna leave me nothing?
No.
Fuck. You know, I've been with you.
If I do it, you way down on the list. I don't even have enough stuff left over to
Shit.
give anybody.
I
else.
mean, we've been around each other a very long time in our
Why
life.
leave you my friendship? There.
That's not tangible.
Yes, it is. Why isn't it?
Friendship is tangible.
Why, it's not?
Is friendship tangible? That's the good question.
I think it is.
Your friendship's great.
Okay, then bam.
I just like something on top of that. Kind of like a cherry, you know?
Thank
you
you.
have a
I
Sunday.
give you a hug. Hopefully, on my deathbed, I tell cousin, come here, let me give you a hug on top of my friendship.
Not if it's coronavirus. I'll be looking at you outside the room. I'll dap the glass up.
That's why you're not leaving your shit. Right.
I'll be outside the room looking at you through the glass like, I told you, nigga.
Told me what?
Told you that corona, nigga.
Oh my god.
Goodness. Yeah, but no, I've been thinking about that, though. I've been thinking about a will.
Well, I mean, it depends. You know, some people don't care about stuff like that. I mean, if you don't have too many assets, then, you know. I mean, my assets aren't great, but, I mean, they're worth something,
Yeah.
I guess. So I just don't want, you know. I doubt if my kids would use it, but maybe they would. I don't know.
It's no telling.
I don't know.
If you left one of your kids, like a plow truck or something, and they sell it, would you feel bad about that?
I'd be dead.
I'm just saying in general.
How, you ask me, how does a dead body feel anything?
It's just a general question.
How is that a general
Okay,
question?
let's ask a pre-question then. If you left somebody something in a will, right? Let's just say if it was a vehicle,
Okay.
and then they sold the vehicle,
Okay.
would you be upset about that?
No.
No?
How would I'm dead.
I'm asking you now what your
It's
opinion would be.
theirs to do whatever they want with it.
You don't think it'd be like, you don't think they should keep it as a, what's the word I'm looking for?
An
Help me out.
heirloom?
Not an heirloom.
Keepsake?
What you call it?
Memento?
Has something value. What is that term? Not personal value. It's something else.
I know what you're talking about.
You know, because you left it for them.
That's they choose it. That's for them to decide if it's that type. If it has that type of value. Sentimental.
Yeah, sentimental value.
It's up to them. Up to that particular person. I get my shit homeboy. I get my homeboy shit. It end up at the pawn shop.
Because you're not giving it to me.
I just laugh. I'm okay, nigga. That's what you want to do.
You gave
fine.
somebody something and it ended up at the pawn shop
Mm-hmm.
recently.
Not recently, but yeah, here's where he take it to the pawn it.
Was it something I wanted?
I don't know. I didn't ask you. How the fuck am I supposed to know if you want it?
Do you think I would have wanted it?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
So
Yeah. No.
no, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, no. For what? For one, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's theirs to do whatever they want with it.
What if it was like your jewelry or something?
I don't know. I might. If that were the case, then I might as well liquidate everything I have and it's distributed as cash.
Because some with women, sometimes they leave like jewelry, like to pass down generation.
Well,
to
I don't
generation.
know if I ever have some jewelry that would be an heirloom. I don't know. If I thought that something was valuable and it was sentimental to me, then I would pass it down to someone who felt as I felt or tried to.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wouldn't give it to somebody whom I thought would just squander it off.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. That sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought about it. I started it, but it didn't start asking me for money. And then I was like, damn, well, does it cost that much, or what else would I need? So I can do it myself.
Well, if you need a notary, I'll notarize it for you.
Okay, but I can create my own will if I wanted to. I mean, I can. So
I could dig that.
I took a course.
Wish I could notarize my own shit. I know that's ultra lazy, right?
No, but yeah, it's been a long time since I thought about even my course and stuff I learned. But I still remember some things, and some things I can't remember.
I feel more every year I get older. I think I feel more mortal.
Oh yeah, of course, because you're that close to dying.
Thanks. I
Well,
turned 30.
I'm closer to you.
I turned 39, but the way it was
You're
worded.
still young.
Am I though?
Yeah, I wish I was 40. I'm almost 50. You still got 11 years to be middle aged. I got 3.
What is considered middle age though?
50.
50. Okay. You said I got. Okay, yeah, you're right. You said I got 11 more years. I heard that wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I feel older though. Maybe because I'm like an older soul though. What is so funny? I'm an old soul.
I'm just
I said I'm an older soul and you just started laughing. I'm not even joking and you laughing. I'm like, the fuck? What?
I'm laughing at your self-evaluation.
What? I can't self-evaluate?
Just pondering the universe.
Can
here.
Cuzzo self-evaluate on the podcast?
I didn't say stop.
Okay.
Damn, I can't laugh. Nigga can't laugh down when he want to. Shit.
It was a very boisterous laugh.
I thought it was very funny.
Well, I don't get what was funny because I'm reflecting.
Yes.
What's wrong with reflection?
I didn't say it was because I'm laughing doesn't mean
Right.
it's
So what
wrong.
part of that was funny? My reflection is funny to this nigga.
I'm old.
Oh, come on.
Let me ponder. Does E equal MC squared? What is pi? Nigga, please. You 39.
Yeah.
Stop it.
39. You
That's
know?
young.
You think?
All right.
To me, 29 is young.
It is. It's younger than 39.
It's younger.
You act like you Oh my God.
Docious is laughing
This
at
is
me
crazy.
self-evaluating. You know? He's really laughing. That's one of the hardest laughs you've ever had. Of me self-evaluating. That's funny. You're laughing at the word self-evaluating.
I'm just listening to you. I'm old. This nigga plays old. When? Because you turned from 38 to 39, now you're old?
Yeah, I feel
You're
old.
still in your 30s. What do you mean you're old?
I don't know.
You know, must not feel you working at the Siberian Connection, not doing shit. He still fucking around.
Still fucking around.
You can't feel old. You sitting in the motherfucker 8 hours. Picking your teeth. She be saying, you want to try out this bogus ass, I'm sorry, you want to try, can I give you a demo of this bogus ass shit, this new product we got?
Here he goes.
Oh,
Here he goes.
Get the crap in my leg.
He's getting a cramp, laughing.
Oh.
He's laughing at self-evaluation and employment now.
You ain't in no rush to do shit. Talk about you old. When you feel old, you try to get shit together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Docious has been on this kick this week of just laughing at me. This has been your thing all the last 3 days. That's
the
been
shit
your
you
thing.
said you buying into all the hysterical bullshit.
How's it buying into it when that's what's going on?
Something else must be going on. They must be not telling us anything. You and old girl.
And
I got the report right here.
You called me yesterday
this
just
is the
to bag on me. You really did.
I feel like
You
laughing.
said, what you doing? And I'm thinking you wanted a legit conversation.
No. I started laughing at myself. Let me call Cousin and listen to this more hysterical bullshit he got. Get him started. Man, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
See?
That's what I think. That's what I think.
You and old girl with her fake ass tax report.
Rachel Maddow.
Yeah. You and Rachel Maddow.
I think they're going to cut domestic travel, though, soon. You see, they just closed the U.S.-Canadian border today.
Yeah, I guess.
Nigga say, yeah, I guess.
When did they do that? When the flu? Did they do that every flu season?
They haven't. They haven't.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Some nigga will excuse me. Oh, gosh.
They gonna start shutting the border, motherfucker. Oh, shut the border down. Motherfucker got a cold.
Oh, gosh.
Motherfucker tripped and fell. Shut the border down.
No.
Shit.
What time we at?
48.
This nigga clowned me for an hour, y'all. Pay attention. He's laughed at me. I've been going through this for days. You guys just hear this shit now.
Man.
You know.
Man. So, all the people shut shit down, they probably not telling us nothing. Something has changed, man. Something has changed. Okay, cousin, what is it? I don't know. They just said something's changed.
Oh, gosh.
Well, what is it? What do you... Let me ask the Chaka. What's changed, the Chaka? Oh, you say? I guess it means nothing. He ain't said nothing.
This nigga T'Chaka.
He sound like that bed, though. That bed coming. He love laying in that motherfucker.
Damn T'Chaka.
The prize ain't tore that motherfucker up. He be trying, though.
I don't know.
He used to be up under the cabinet, but he too big to get up in there now.
Damn T'Chaka. So what else is up, man?
Nothing.
You don't got nothing you want to talk about? Since my shit's all giggles.
Well, you make your shit like that.
You know. I'm glad you were entertained.
I'm always entertained.
I'm sure the listeners are going to laugh off of you laughing at me.
Well, you were talking about a will. You going to get a will?
I've been contemplating it.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've been thinking about it more. And I talked to this guy recently, and his brother had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So he was trying to get his brother's affairs in order, and he was talking about how the dude's baby's mama was trying to get the house and saying she wanted to move into the house and shit like that.
Were they married?
No.
Oh, well, she don't have any rights.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
But he's just trying to get like his brother's affairs in order and shit like that. And he was just saying, man.
Did his brother leave a will?
No.
Well, he usually, what happens is, when you die like that, then the court would appoint somebody to administer your estate, and then that person would gather all your assets, and then that person would have the power to gather all your assets, and then distribute them to the proper.
But apparently, she's trying to get it all.
Well, she don't have a right to. She don't
Right.
have any rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
She don't. There's nothing that she can get.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't. Unless he owes back child support or some shit like that. I mean, I don't even in death. I'm not for sure if he owes that, but she doesn't have any claim, not being his wife.
Yeah.
His son now maybe no. Well, he didn't leave a will, so his son may have a claim to it, but then the state decides where he's at. Because the first people would be his parents. Well, it depends. I think the first people would be his parents. Then it depends on what state the intestate laws of the state are, how they distribute to whom they distribute. So it may be his parents, it may be his siblings, then his kids, something like that. But it only includes her because does she have minor children?
Oh, I didn't get into all that.
Well, if she has minor children, it only includes her through her children with them. But it may not be anything left to distribute after. I mean, I don't know what the percentage would be or whomever. I don't know because off the top of my head, the first people, if he doesn't have parents, would be either parent or one of his siblings would be the inheritor of whatever estate. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, but I don't know what's the laws of the state. So, but yeah, she wouldn't have. She don't have any claim. His son would. She can sue. She can have a claim because she has his son or a child if it was a minor child of his. But still, she wouldn't have any rights to anything personally.
Yeah.
Come on, you want the house? Be like, bitch, y'all wasn't married. Get your ass out of here.
That's what apparently she was thinking, man. She was thinking she could just float on, apparently.
Nah.
Float on.
Your name on the mortgage, your name on the lease, your name on anything? No.
Yeah.
You got a marriage license? No. Okay, well, if there's something to give to his child, believe me, we'll give it to you. But that's the thing. When you have minor children and you don't want anybody to manage it, you could put it in a trust till the child's 18. And then when the child's 18 or whatever age you decide, then the trust property will be given to them. If you don't trust the person who's their parent or guardian.
This is true.
Did your daughter ever say anything about?
No, you know what? I'm gonna ask her. I forgot to ask her because she had went to her dad's and it slipped my mind.
No, not your other daughter that I would ask at Little Caesars.
Oh no, she didn't say nothing. She texted me. She was just like, "What's up in general?" But no, she didn't say nothing. But I did forget to ask though Cheyenne about the other shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
She looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, you just gave her the phone, so here's your dad.
That's what you told me to do. Ain't that what you said? How was I supposed to do it? Your dad, Cal, Cal, yeah. What?
What?
She looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I was handing her a rattlesnake. I had doodle on my hand and stuff. I was just like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, she talks trash like her dad.
I was like, what the? She was like,
Yeah.
she sort of shook her head. Did she see Cal? Did she got the hello? Like she couldn't believe it until she heard, even if she saw your name or whatever, she couldn't believe it until she heard your voice on the phone.
That's funny. Yeah. Working at Little Caesars, man.
That's good.
That's good. I tell you, I still want my free pizza though.
Yeah, Little Caesars pretty good.
You know?
I got the pepperoni something they call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, can't think of anything else to talk about, man. It's been a slow week.
I thought your coronavirus thing was going to be longer than it was.
Well, I wasn't going to because number one, I know you don't want to talk about it, even though you've purposely called me just to laugh at me on the phone.
Well, I think it's
Because
funny.
you called me patient zero. Because I told you my personal story of what personally happened to me in the hospital.
What happened to you in the hospital? What do you know?
When I got tested and everything, and I
Oh.
told you, I was like, yo, I think I had it. This nigga go.
You think you had one?
I legit think I had it. I don't think it was the regular
How?
flu.
How could you
Because
think?
I've had the flu multiple times in my life. Throughout my life,
So
I've
you
had
said,
the flu.
So you said every time you get the flu, you had the flu the same way.
You damn near, yeah.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
You are tripping.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
And then think about it. This time when I had the flu,
That's me.
normally when I get the flu too, normally I get diarrhea and I throw up. When I had the flu at the end of January, you couldn't get me in the bathroom.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Green eggs and ham.
Yeah, that's you about to be saying that. That's what you sound like you saying.
This nigga.
That don't mean nothing.
Jesus.
Oh, because you didn't have the runs or vomit. It was I'm gonna say Ebola. It was the coronavirus.
No. God.
Oh.
This guy.
You probably run to the emergency room if your nose bleeds, huh?
No, but you know I don't roll like that. Come on.
You sound like it.
I don't just go to the emergency room. My nose bleeds. Stop it.
You
I
got tested.
I went the first time because I was sick, and then I went back because I needed a steroid for my throat.
So they tell you what virus you have, but you think it's corona.
I don't think they were testing like that for corona at the time.
How would you know that? How would you know that? Just give me one reason
You
how
know
you
what?
would know
And you know
that.
how we find out? I'm gonna call
No,
tomorrow.
I'm not saying how you find out. I'm saying how would you know that?
I'll know when I call tomorrow.
But
and
I'm
I
saying
ask
how
them.
would you know that? Not thinking about calling and asking. How would you know that?
I think they just tested for the flu.
Isn't it the coronavirus a flu virus?
In a sense, but I think they have to specifically test for that.
All right, buddy.
We'll find out though.
According to you, you had it, but that's why I called you patient zero.
So when I called them, hold on. So when I called
So
them,
you would have been the first patient, right? That's why I called you patient zero.
So when I called
because if
them-
you had it when you got tested at the hospital, you would have been patient zero.
So when I call them tomorrow and I say, yo, did you guys test me for this at the time? And they say no. And I say, well, this is what I think I had and this is why. And they say, well, yeah, we didn't test you for coronavirus. We just tested you for the regular flu at the time. Then I could have a point, right?
No.
Because there's no way they can go back and retest the
Right,
sample,
so
of
what
course,
will your point be?
that I could have had it. This nigga. Swear to God.
What else could you have had? Ebola?
Sometimes you...
What other virus could you have had besides the coronavirus?
Sometimes
Let's
you-
just list them all.
Sometimes...
Can we list all the virus you could have caught?
Sometimes you have to...
What other viruses were out there that you that you could have caught? Cause could you have caught something else? Oh, cause what can we look up the internet and see what other virus was out that you could have caught then?
I'm glad you're a comedian who laughs at his own jokes. You're laughing at your own jokes.
I'm laughing at the first one. I can't stop laughing. I haven't stopped laughing at the first thing I was laughing at. I'm trying to talk and laugh at the same time. Cause of what other viruses could you have had? Why'd you just pick coronavirus?
This nigga sounds like an evil villain and shit.
Whoa, that's hysterical. That's just being hysterical. Out of all the viruses in the world, at the time, you had to one comes out, and then you had to have that one instead of all the rest of them. Oh, god damn.
This guy.
That's what I'm asking. That's why I'm saying you're being hysterical, man. Sorry, you don't believe me. Woo! As Ric Flair would say.
As Ric Flair would say. Now we going to wrestling now. Oh man, have you seen well, you don't watch wrestling.
You
but
didn't say peace to Roger Mayweather.
I was gonna say that, save that for the end.
Oh.
But have you seen how it's been like empty? Did you know? So they canceled WrestleMania, so now they're doing WrestleMania in an empty ass mini arena. They've been doing like the Monday Night Raws and shit in empty arenas, and it's just so weird watching it because they're in there really like doing the story with no fans in the audience. It's just weird, right?
I guess. I don't watch that shit anymore.
You gonna come watch WrestleMania with me in an empty ass arena?
No. I'm not gonna watch WrestleMania, period.
Yeah,
All that
that's-
bullshit talking they do.
So you got anything else? Anything else you want to laugh at?
I asked you a legitimate question.
What's your legitimate question?
What other viruses you could have caught back then?
Oh, I thought that was my car going off. I don't know. They said it was flu B. I just know when the dude told me
How
I
many
had...
flus are there? You could you have flu Z?
I don't know.
F?
I
G,
just know when he
H?
told me, he was like, yo, he was like,
I mean,
you got flu B.
should
And
that
he
been
was
a
like-
question you asked? Since
But I didn't think about it at the time.
before going straight to the coronavirus, there's no question because you could have had any other. Since you self-diagnosed yourself as you think you didn't have flu, what did he say?
Let's go, nigga, flu B.
Right.
Let's go.
So
Let's go. Give it to me.
So instead of
Give it to me, though.
hold on. So since there's a flu B, there should be a flu A, and there could quite possibly be a flu C. You never asked that.
I never asked that.
So not confirming or asking about the other particular. Since there has to be at least one more because he said flu B, so it has to be flu A. So you asked if you had flu A. Could you
I
have,
didn't
could
ask.
you have had flu A?
It's a possibility.
But you say it's coronavirus.
He said it was flu
But
B.
I'm saying you said.
I'm going to tell you what he said exactly. He said I had flu B, and he said it's similar to having a really bad cold. And I'm like, I don't feel like I have a really bad cold.
Okay, so fast forward to now. Now, instead of you saying I could have had flu A, you go straight to having maybe suspecting yourself for having.
So can I tell you the complete story?
No, that's enough. I have. Go ahead, tell me the complete story.
So, the day before I actually got the fever, when I was still at work, I had the shakes bad. Like, I had the shakes the worst I've ever had them.
Okay.
Like, when we were, like, closing, I almost couldn't walk. I was shaking so bad.
It probably was flu A.
I'm being serious. This nigga's trying to be a comedian. You picked a shitty night to start your stand-up career.
Oh,
Nigga.
no, I didn't, because this shit funny as a motherfucker.
Give this goofy
Did
nigga
you?
a Netflix special.
Could you have possibly had flu A?
I guess I could have possibly.
So
had.
why you say coronavirus? Because you're hysterical.
No,
That's
because
it.
I'm looking at the symptoms. They're
Well, what are the
explaining.
symptoms of flu A? What are the symptoms of flu A?
This nigga. I can't.
Oh Lord, this is funny. Woo, this is funny. That's why I'm saying you're hysterical. It could have been 18 other motherfucking viruses you say you had suspect you had the coronavirus. Ain't that some shit? Oh.
Let me look up flu A symptoms. I'm gonna look.
Oh,
it up.
now you want to look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
Now you want to look it up. Now you want to look up.
Let's see.
Oh.
It doesn't break down. Let's see.
Oh shit.
This nigga.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm on unless I'm in the wrong part of CDC.gov, it doesn't even say what the symptoms are for the different types of flus because they test you for the spectrum of flus, right?
I don't know. I thought you would have asked all that. Consider you might say. I thought since you got tested, you would ask all those questions instead of saying now suspecting you had coronavirus. Oh goodness.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Did that make this made your day? This episode made your day
It was definitely one of the funniest shit.
to you.
How we don't know the others too? We don't know yet.
But this has just been a completion of a week of you just really hammering home. You're laughing at this whole thing.
I'm not laughing at anything. I'm laughing at you in particular.
Oh, me in particular.
With the hysterical shit you're saying. That's what I'm laughing at. To be specific.
Oh.
Not at this any situation.
I think
or
I could
whatever.
have had it at the end of January, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm gonna call the doctor and see if I was tested for that at that point in time.
I understand.
So if they say I wasn't, then I could sit up here and say, well, then why didn't I get the test at the time, right?
You could ask that.
I
Maybe a better question would be do you test for all types of flu viruses when you do the test?
Because obviously they didn't test me for it because they would have had to have sent it to the CDC.
Why is that?
Because they do your testing at the CDC.
Okay.
That's why they claim, I don't know, it's different people have said it takes a couple days. Some people get their shit back in a few hours. So I don't know if it's the priority thing. I don't know.
So you probably went in there hysterical, and the doctor just
What the
told
fuck?
you.
Ah.
The doctor said, "Look at this nigga here. Look, nigga, you got flu B. It's like a bad cold. Now get your ass up out of here.
So
he said, "Okay, doc, thank you."
So he could have just misdiagnosed me on purpose.
No, he just wanted to tell your hypochondriac ass something to get your ass out to the hospital. That's what probably happened.
Oh gosh.
That's what I'm thinking happened.
That's what you think happened?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Then
Was that it? You got anything else?
The rest is historical.
You got anything else, nigga?
Hysterical. Hysterical history.
Yeah.
Is what's left.
All right, we're done.
You done? You
I'm done. I am done.
Oh. Woo.
Week of my birthday, and this nigga wants to bag on me.
You did it to yourself.
I did it to myself.
Yes. Yes. All up in this. Man, I think I had the coronavirus back in 1965. Man, I wish I could go this forever, man.
Go this forever.
Yeah, I wish I could just do this all day. All right, we out.
We out.